Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna be discussing about nomenclature. All right. So first of all, we're not gonna be dealing on the trivial names on how to name compound, but we're gonna be discussing about the IUPAC pattern of naming, or IUPAC system of naming. First of all, let's go from the basis. Now we have on the board, we have the alkane, alkene, and alkane. First of all, the alkane here has its formula to be CnH2n plus 2. Now the alkene has a single bond, which is the bond we have here. Now the alkene has a formula to be CnH2n, and an alkene has two bonds, so it's called a double bond. Now the alkane has the formula CnH2n minus 2, then has a triple bond. All right, so now let's look at the first 5 members of the alkane. We have the methane, the ethane, the propane, the butane, and the pentane. So now let's take a look at this. We have methane, then we have ethane, then we have propane. Now let's take a look at this. Now we obviously have methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane. Then we have methane, ethane, propane, butane, and pentane. Now each member here has different names. Why is it like that? Now the suffixes changes. Now let's take a look at this. We have methane here, then we have ethane. Now what changes is this: the ane and the ene. Then for the alkane, we have it to be ethane, propane, butane, pentane, then hexane. Now they have what? YNE. So each group has the same prefix. They have the same prefix but different suffix. Now let's take a look at this one. We have the met. We have the met also here. Then let's take a look at this one. We have the et. Neglect this ane. We have the et. We have the et. We have the et here. Then we have the prop, and the prop as well. So they are all similar. They are all same. All right. So now what differentiates them is the ane, and the yne. Now we have talked about this and this. Now let's take a look at this using this formula. Now for the methane is the first member of the alkane. Now the first number, meaning, is 1. So let's use this formula to discover methane. We have CnH2n plus 2. So we have methane to be first member, so we have it to be C1H2 into 1 plus 2. So we have it to be C1H, 2 times 1 is 2, then plus 2. So we have C1 is the same thing as C, then 2 plus 2, 4. So we have it to be CH4. Now this is methane, CH4. All right. So now let's discover the second part, ethane, using this formula. So we have it, since it's the second member, we have it to be 2, which is n. Anywhere you see n, that's where you place your numbers. So we have H2 into n. So n is the second member, which is ethane, to be 2 plus 2. So we have C2H, 2 times 2, which is 4 plus 2. Then we have C2H6. Now this is ethane. Same goes to everything down to the 5th member. Now for the alkene, we're using the formula CnH2n. Now the first member of the alkene is the methane, so we have it to be C1H2 into 1. So we have it to be CH2. Now this is the first member of the alkene, which is methane. Then the second member will be CN, which is 2, then 2 into 2. So we have it to be C2H4. Now this is ethane. Okay, now the same goes to everything down to the 5th member and down to the 10th member. Now let's go straight to the alkene. Now alkene is supposed to be starting with methane. Sorry, the alkane, sorry. Supposed to be starting with the alkane. Now, why is methane not the first member of the alkanes? Now, let's take a look at this. This is the formula for alkanes, which is CnH2n minus 2. So we have it to be the first member, which is supposed to be methane. So we are placing it in when we see n. So we have it to be C1H2 into 1 minus 2. So we have it to be C1H 2 times 1, which is 2 minus 2. So we have it to be C1H0. So there is no 0 molecule hydrogen, so this can't be possible. So we can't have it to be C1H0. So that's why methane is not the first member of the alkynes. Alright, so it will only work for the ethane. So the ethane, let's follow the formula. We have it to be C2H2 into 2 minus 2. So we have C2H 2 times 2, 4 minus 2. We have C2H2. Now this is supposed to be second member, but obviously it is first member of the alkanes. Now because it's the first member of the alkane, shouldn't make you place it to be 2. It is to be 1, like you are using the ethane to be C1. It is used as C2. Alright, so now straightly we're going to be dealing on structure, how to name structures. Now I brought this out for you to know how structure be like. Now let's take a look at this. We have this. Now this is a butane molecule, a butane structure. Now, how do we know this is butane? First of all, butane, the structure here or the compound here has one bond, single bond, and I told you the alkane has single bond, so this is obviously an alkane. Now, how do you know this is a butane? You count the number of carbons. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for butane, following this formula, we have CnH2n plus 2. So for butane, it will be C4H2 into 4 plus 2. So we have C4, 2 times 2. 2 times 2 will give you 8 plus 2, which is 10. This is C4H10. Now let's check if this is C4H10 as that. So we have, this is 4 carbons, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how many hydrogens? We have 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 3, which is 10. So this is obviously C4H10. So this is a butane molecule. Alright, so now let's make a difference here. Let's make a difference here. Now, this has obviously changed from the alkane to the alkenes. All right. So now, how do we name this? This is supposed to be called butene. But now it is at the center part of the compound. So we have 2 carbons before the triple bond from the left side, 2 carbon before the triple bond of the right side. So now this should be butene because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then how many hydrogen? And we have 3 plus this, which is 4 plus 4. So we have it to be C4H8. Now, using this formula CnH2n, we have CnH2n. So we have it to be the 4th member. So we have C4 plus 2 into 4. So we have C4H8. So which is the same thing as what we have here. So this is butene. Now, same goes to the alkanes. Okay. So now I'm going to be dealing on how to name organic structures in a simple and a straightforward way. All right. Let's get it.
Learning online haven't been more fun. Exquisite Online Tutorials is a household name when it comes to academic excellence in online tutoring of 100 level students to 100 level students and college entrance examination candidates. With the power of artificial intelligence and human studies, Exquisite Online Tutorials have been able to interact with the intelligence of students worldwide, making the good ones better and even the better ones best. Just like Science Bob, Exquisite Tutorials has a great faculty of erudite tutors that inject knowledge, whether science or business management, to the cerebrum of her students. QTME lectures and other college entrance examination lectures are going on as well. Do you still need a physical tutor? No. Exquisite Tutorials got you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter and Facebook.